On October 21, 2021, Baldwin was filming on the set of the upcoming film Rust, of which he was also the producer, at the Bonanza Creek Ranch in Santa Fe, New Mexico, when he discharged a gun being used as a prop, killing cinematographer Halyna Hutchins and injuring director Joel Souza. Was this a complete freak accident, or is there more to this story than meets the eye? Halyna Hutchins' husband Matthew Hutchins just happens to be an attorney for D.C. powerhouse law firm Latham & Watkins, a law firm that represented the Clinton campaign and the Clinton Foundation in numerous litigations. Hutchins, 42, who was originally from Ukraine and grew up on a Soviet military base in the Arctic Circle, and once worked as an investigative reporter in Europe, according to her website. Alec was on Epstein's flight log. He also tweeted asking about what it might be like to accidentally murder someone, and then accidentally murders someone that is connected to the Clintons through the law firm the husband of the deceased represents. The law firm Latham & Watkins has been the target of the special prosecutor John Durham and has so far been the only indictment in his probe. In September, an attorney with ties to the Democratic National Committee and 2016 Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton was been charged with lying to the FBI. Now, we're discovering that Halyna Hutchins, the woman shot and killed by Alec Baldwin during filming of the movie Rust, was the wife of an attorney that's representing Michael Sussman, who is the attorney that was indicted for lying to the FBI. Just when you thought this entire story couldn't get any weirder, it's now came to light that the woman that Alec Baldwin accidentally shot and killed is the wife of an attorney who works for the firm that's representing Michael Sussman. The same Michael Sussman that was just indicted by John Durham, the husband of Halyna Hutchins, the cinematographer who was fatally shot by actor and producer Alec Baldwin with a loaded gun, supposed to be a prop gun, but it wasn't, on Thursday, is a corporate lawyer in Latham & Watkins' Los Angeles office. Matt Hutchins joined Latham as an associate this year. Earlier he was an in-house lawyer at an entertainment company and practiced at Kirkland & Ellis and Skadden, Arps, Slate, Marr, and Floam, according to his LinkedIn profile. Hutchins told news outlets on Friday that he had spoken with Baldwin and said the actor was supportive. Hutchins could not be reached for comment. A Latham spokesperson declined to comment as well. Halyna Hutchins was killed when Baldwin discharged a prop firearm on the set of his Western movie Rust in New Mexico. The Santa Fe Sheriff's Department said it is investigating the incident, which also left the film's director, Joel Souza, injured. Clearly, it wasn't a prop gun as it had live ammo in it, but I digress. We previously reported on Sussman's indictment in September. A federal grand jury returned a single felony count of making a false statement to the FBI against Michael Sussman, a Washington attorney. Special prosecutor John Durham alleges that Mr. Sussman lied to FBI General Counsel James Baker during a September 2016 meeting. The indictment said Mr. Sussman falsely claimed he was not representing a client when he peddled allegations to the FBI that the Trump Organization was secretly communicating with Russia's Alfa Bank. Prosecutors said Mr. Sussman in fact represented Mrs. Clinton's 2016 presidential campaign and an unnamed tech executive when he spoke with the FBI. Mr. Sussman's attorneys said their client never made such a statement. They also said there was no evidence the alleged false statement affected the FBI's handling of the Russia collusion probe. Mr. Sussman has committed no crime, they said in a statement. Mr. Sussman, a partner at the Perkins Coie law firm, represented the DNC when Russia hacked its servers in 2016. Perkins Coie also has ties to Fusion GPS, which hired British ex-spy Christopher Steele, who compiled a dossier of salacious, unverified allegations about former President Donald Trump and Russia. During the meeting with Mr. Baker, Mr. Sussman relayed data and analysis from a cybersecurity researcher who claimed that odd internet data was evidence of secret communications between the Trump Organization and Alpha, according to the indictment. Mr. Baker told investigators he recalled Mr. Sussman telling him that the meeting was not on the behalf of a client. Mr. Sussman later testified to Congress in December 2017 that he met with the FBI on behalf of the cybersecurity expert. The same law firm also represented an investment company that made some of the illegal payments to Michael Cohen for access to our previous president on behalf of a Russian oligarch during the 2016 election. Those payments led to a conviction on one of the criminal charges against Cohen. Viktor Vekselberg, a Russian billionaire, and his cousin, Andrew Intrater, routed 8 payments totaling about $500,000 to Cohen's company between January and August 2017. The payments were made by Columbus Nova, an American investment company, Avenatti alleges. Columbus Nova's lawyer, Richard Owens, said the company hired Cohen after Trump's inauguration in January 2017 as a business consultant regarding potential sources of capital and potential investments in real estate and other ventures, but that it had nothing to do with Vekselberg. Was this a warning to those at the firm? If this is all connected, there's so many coincidences piling up here. Alec has gun training for movies and he's not a rookie. He also made so many jokes and statements about shooting people and it happens to him. Not some rookie, not a random actor. It's amazingly Alec this happens too. He's a political zealot who may have hired this woman because of her loose ties to the Clintons. Perhaps he feels comfortable around like-minded people. Perhaps it's a setup against Alec. But 3 people are supposed to check the gun. The assistant director, the armorer and someone else. They also supposedly had this problem happen 2 times the weekend before. So why weren't they checking the gun still? You'd think that would make them more cautious and paranoid. I'd love to disregard them as mere coincidences, but how are there so many?